Yeah, I'm first just gonna crack it.
Okay.
See, they glue everything with propolis. That's what's like all over your
The
hand.
bees did it.
Yes,
The
and
bees
so
have sealed themselves in there.
it's like glue that they use to seal up all their cracks and.
That's so interesting. Okay.
So I'm just gonna like smoke. Right now I'm just smoking under the lid, and I'm gonna close it again. This just gives them a chance to go down into the
Okay, so a little
hive.
smoke under, and then we close them.
Yeah, and I
Okay.
just do a little smoke in the
We're
front
teaching
of
a
the hive.
class right now. No, we're not. This is not your class. You have
Yeah,
to sign
no.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
actually go
listen.
take a class.
Just
Go
watch
take
and
2
have
or
fun.
3 classes.
All right, so
Oh, we didn't talk about the water. We were going to talk about the
oh
water.
yeah, so the reason I have water here is bees definitely need a water source. That's one of the things that they
Okay.
use to make the honey, and they just need water like all of us, right, to survive. If you don't give them a water source that's, you know, somewhat close, they will find a water source.
Okay.
And I have a neighbor with a pool next door,
Oh.
a neighbor with a pool there,
Oh,
a neighbor with a pool there,
interesting.
and
Okay.
if you want to keep happy neighbors, you provide a water source.
That's-
Here we can see there's not a whole lot of bees. We just put this new box of new honey super on here. So there's not a whole lot of bees. I thought this would be a good one to go into for that reason. So basically, when we do an inspection,
And we're inspecting because of the mites. We didn't talk about that.
Yeah.
So real quick,
yeah.
Terry.
So typically, you do want to inspect the bees on a somewhat regular basis. You don't want to go in too often because you kind of set them back every time you go in and break the propolis seal,
Yeah.
interrupt
Oh,
what they're
trying to
what they're
do.
building. So now that's just comb that they're
Yeah.
building out. But in here, you can see it kind of glisten. You could see that there is some
Yeah.
nectar in there.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Up at the top, you can see where they've started to cap it. Now they're not going to cap, they'll have the nectar in there. They're not going to cap it until it's a perfect combination of, water to solids, right? So they don't want it to ferment, so they wait till it's a perfect balance.
Interesting.
And then
So
they'll
they
cap
know
it.
what they're doing.
Yep. And then
This
they
isn't
cap
their
it.
first rodeo.
Yeah,
The bees,
it might
the
be, but
bees
they
know
still
what they're doing.
Yeah, nothing like that on this side. There's
They're
nectar,
so
but
calm.
They really are very calm.
Well, I don't know what a column bee is, but they're all busy at work.
I
They
know,
don't
they
seem to
don't-
care that we're
But
here
they're not
that
interested
much.
in us. That's
Yeah,
what
they
I mean
are.
by being
That's
calm. They
totally-
don't care that we're here watching them and
Yeah.
poking at them and whatever.
so that,
Very cool, Terry.
yeah, and like I said, I just put this honey super on, so we're not seeing a lot of capped over honey right now. It's early, but
Early.
it gives you an idea getting in the hive and seeing the
it's
bees.
So when do you get your first? When do you get your first honey in the spring? Is it really in the spring? It's really more like
It's
a summer.
spring honey, but you're probably not harvesting it until
Later, much
Um,
later.
sometime in June, maybe.
Okay.
You might be able to get some, and then July. It is like the best hobby.
Yeah.
It's there's a lot of hobbies that are expensive to get into, right?
Yeah.
There is a certain amount
A
of
startup.
yeah,
cost.
and things like the mite treatments and things like that, but you get so much joy from it. I have
yeah.
to say
Gosh,
that
yeah.
it totally relaxes you when you come out here. It also just even extracting the honey and meeting so many people.
All right, we're gonna have to say
you.
goodbye.
This is
Okay.
amazing.
Yes,
Bye.
thank
Thanks for tuning
you,
in.
Terry.